the challenge here is I am trying to get young children to get excited about stories. That's my real life thing now. I mean, I do a lot at work, but yeah, I mean, it's really focusing on these kids not buying into just junky toys and not buying into the crap that we all see. But how do I get them? I mean, Nora, you're not 12-year-olds, right? Like, how do we get these people to get excited about stories at a young age? And I call them story starters, basically. So the items that I keep are story starters. And I'm going to share a little silly item. This is a Willie Nelson Christmas tree ornament. I am really big into Willie Nelson. And I know that sounds silly. It's because my dad loved Willie Nelson, and I saw him once when I was a kid. I lived in Hawaii. I got stuck in Hawaii during 9/11 and couldn't get a flight home. And so I had to stay there for like 6 months before I could get a flight. I know, tough place to get stuck. And this old scraggly guy ran around every day. Every lunch, I'd come back from surfing, I'd get a taco, and this old scraggly guy would run around like the slowest runner I've ever seen, but he was super consistent. And I loved that. And I didn't know until like a year later that was Willie Nelson. His farm was like right up the way. And I didn't know it. So believe it or not, that's not the story. Why do I have this Willie Nelson ornament? For me, I'm all about Christmas tree ornaments. And because we don't really keep a lot. I mean, the life that I've had over the last 20 years, I've seen stuff pretty much really hold people back. And they've missed out. The excitement of their life has been overwhelmed by stuff. But for me, I'm okay with a lot of Christmas tree ornaments because every ornament represents someone in my life that's passed away. And the 7 children that I have and my wife and my fiance, they never met really any of the people that raised me. They all passed before the life, this amazing life that I have. They never met any of these people. And so I love the day we put the tree up because everybody, all the kids go, well, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And I get to tell these awesome stories. It's kind of like show and tell each day. And I tell these amazing stories. And I just love to have the story starters. And when I was a little kid, I really was raised by my mom, a single mom. She did the real work of raising me and making me a young man. And I got to go to all those other people's houses for vacation and weekends, but my mom did the hardcore work. And one year somebody dropped off a Christmas tree on our front porch. I remember we got home from church, and I got to put this on gallery mode because I want to see everybody else shake their head on this one. We got home from church Wednesday night, and there was a tree on our front porch. And I said, Mom, why did someone drop a tree off at our house? And she goes, I don't know, just being nice. And that was the day I realized that we were poor. I had no idea that we were poor. And I said, Mom, are we poor? And she's like, yeah, totally. And I was like, oh, okay. And I never heard anything about it and didn't know we were poor the rest of my life because my mom worked like 3 jobs to put me through, high school and college. And I ended up doing the same thing. And I'm doing the same thing now with my kids. And the Christmas tree was, for me, just kind of a symbol of like, all right, I got a family now. And I didn't realize till last year when I had my new family of all 7 kids, how important that Christmas tree is. So I love little Christmas tree ornaments because they're story starters. And I think all these items are story starters.